It's your boy Vic XL. This is the Riding Dirty Show, where we bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life. You know, I always got to start the show off by saying one time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta, our FM radio home for the past 15 years. Definitely one time for them. And I also got to say one time for the good people over at Live365.com. All right, Live365.com is the internet's oldest streaming company now. But they're more so, they are a hub for internet radio stations, all right? Now, a lot of your favorite terrestrial radio stations, they broadcast via the internet, and you can hear them, and they have partnered up with Live 365, just like us. We've had the privilege to launch our very own internet radio station through the good people at Live 365. And I got to say thank you to them. Now, you might ask yourself, well, how can we access your internet radio station? It's very, very simple. All you got to do is go to live365.com. All right, visit live365.com. Once you visit the website, once you visit live365.com, then all you have to do is go into the search engine. Once you're in the search engine, all you have to do is type in the words ride, the number 95. Again, type in the word ride, the number 95, and we will pop up. And you'll hear music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right? Music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, if you want to check us out via your mobile device, that's just as simple also. All you have to do is download the Live 365 app, go into the search engine. Once you're in the search engine, type in Ride 95, click on the station logo. Once you click on the station logo, music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So again, one time for the good people over at Live 365 who has given us the opportunity to launch our very own internet radio station in conjunction with them. Also, speaking of partnerships, gotta say one time for Roku TV and the station GCTV Roku. All right, we've had the opportunity to partner up with GCTV Roku, and now all our interviews are broadcast every Thursday night at 10 p.m. That's right. All our interviews are now broadcast on GCTV Roku every Thursday night at 10 p.m. All right? So please check us out. Please check us out. And definitely, anytime you see Riding Dirty Radio on any type of anything, social media, websites, know that we're giving you the best of independent artists and artists who are definitely out there trying to do their thing, definitely trying to take their careers to the next level, definitely trying to entertain and educate through their artwork, their craft. All right? So, again, make sure y'all check us out everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. When you see Riding Dirty, then you know what we about. And you know we've definitely been doing it for years, representing for the people. All right, today is September the 9th. The year just started, but today is September the 9th. I got some birthdays I got to give you guys really quick. All right, just got to start off by saying happy birthday to rapper Lil Xan. Lil Xan turns 24 years old today. Got to say happy birthday to rapper Famous Dex. Famous Dex turns 27 years old today. Got to say happy birthday to actor and DJ Idris Elba. He turns 48 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to member of the Washington Wizards, my man John Wall. John Wall turns 30 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to rapper Fat Nick. Fat Nick turns 26 years old today. As well as we gotta say happy birthday to songbird Miss Macy Gray. She's a singer, actress. Macy Gray turns 51 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to one of the dopest ladies to ever do it, Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown turns 42 years old today. And last but not least, gotta say happy birthday to Savage Mode, my man Webby. Webby turns 35 years old today. You know, I always like to tell you guys a great way to tell a person happy birthday and to celebrate with them is by checking out some of their material, whether it's past or present. Definitely check out some of the things they got going on. Visit them on social media. Be sure to hashtag them happy birthday and hashtag them the Riding Dirty Show, and that will let you know. That will definitely let you know that they rocking, and they'll let them know where'd you hear it was their birthday. So definitely do your thing. All right, now. I'm a big TV fan, big TV fan. You know I love me some TV and movies. So a couple things I gotta tell you guys. Number one, if y'all get a chance, if you haven't had a chance to check out the weekly joint P-Valley, that season finale was last night. Make sure you check it out. And if you haven't had an opportunity to check out Power Ghost Book 2, it premieres tonight. So please check it out. All right. P-Valley and Power Book 2 Ghost. And both of those are powered by Stars. All right. Real quick, a little celebrity news. Y'all know Dr. Dre is going through a divorce, and his wife, Dr. Dre's wife, is demanding $2 million a month. Dr. Dre's wife wants $2 million a month, and she's also claiming spousal abuse. Hey man, God damn, $2 million a month is a lot of money. But Dre, you got it. All right. Also, man, if y'all get a chance, there's an interview with my man Jacob Blake. He's speaking from his hospital bed, talking about the shooting in Kenosha. If you get a chance, definitely check that out. His thoughts, his feelings, and the fact that he's very, very thankful to be alive, and he definitely appreciates the supports of everyone who's been rocking with him. All right? Now, one time for my man Nelly. You know I love when hip-hop expands and goes all across the board. My man Nelly is going to be on this season's Dancing with Stars, as well as the Tiger King star, Miss Carol Baskins. So definitely look out for those two people. All right? Now, you know, R. Kelly is definitely still trying to get out of jail. All right, R. Kelly is saying the feds actually set up the attack that was on him. Now he's blaming the feds. You know what, R. Kelly? You know what? R. Kelly, they're not going to let you out of jail. I'm sorry. You've tried corona. You've tried diabetes. You've tried everything. R. Kelly, I don't think they're going to let you out of jail. So just chill out, bro. Do your time and have your day in court. All right? Gotta say one time, my man Lil Wayne, he's making his directorial debut, directing his own video to his song Big Worm. Can't wait to see that. Definitely cannot wait to see that. All right. So I just gave you celebrity news as well as celebrity birthdays. Now it's time for me to give you what I enjoy giving you most, and that's the people on the street, the people that are definitely doing their thing, whether it's through arts, entertainment, music, philanthropism, entrepreneurship, or just plain good damn people. All right? This show is for definitely everyone who's out there staying black, keeping the gangster. And today is no different than any other day on the Riding Dirty Show. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform, rapper Dee Lew. What's going on, my G?
What's up with it, man? How y'all doing?
Man, definitely.
Dirty Radio. What's up, Atlanta?
Definitely maintaining. All right, look, let's definitely start this ride off by, I always like to welcome everybody to the Riding Dirty platform and tell you thank you for coming on the show.
Definitely. Thanks for having me.
All right, so Dee Lew, let the people know first and foremost where you are from.
Man, I'm from the Seattle, Washington area, specifically like Canton Federal Way area. I don't know if y'all familiar with that.
All right, now I have to ask, what's the music scene like in that area? Like, have there been any breakthrough artists to come out of that area thus far? Other than the person I know from the Seattle area is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. We made a few moves since then. I think the cats I would say kind of carrying the torch for us right now definitely be Raz Simone, and then also Lil Mosey from the area too.
All right, definitely, no doubt, no doubt. So, when did Dee Lew get into the game, and when did you realize that you actually had a talent to pursue music?
Man, honestly, man, I've been in the game for a while, since I was like 16. Just been rapping. I'm 27 now, so like a little over 10 years. You feel me? I think I realized I had talent. Like I did a show, and somebody came up, one of the OGs came down and approached me. I was still in like 18 or 19 at the time, and he was like, "Man, y'all did your thing out there tonight." And he told me like I really reminded him of because I had like a hat and some sunglasses on. He was like, "You reminded me of Eazy-E when he was on the stage," and that meant a lot because like if you think of like the role Eazy-E played in NWA, he was the performer. You feel me? Like, you know, Q wrote the lyrics, Dre made the beats, but Eazy made the show. So that was like early on. That was like one of my favorite compliments, and like I just kept it going after that.
All right, now speaking of Eazy-E, who are some of your influences when it comes to being an entertainer?
Man, coming from the Seattle area, I throw a curveball in there for y'all, man. Definitely Jimi Hendrix. Like when it comes to music and being from out here and kind of making your own way, he's a huge inspiration to me. Coming from the Seattle area, but then also like I listen to a lot of Southern music, like Currency, Lil Wayne. Those are some of my favorite artists. Wiz Khalifa. And then keep on the West Coast, Kendrick Lamar. Those are a lot of artists I'm looking up to right now. Of course, Tupac.
Okay. How would you describe the style of Dee Lew?
Man, it's evolved a little bit, but I think right now I kind of keep that MC spirit with the way I spit my bars, you know, like kind of keep it intellectual, you know, drop some like jokes in there in between, but like gotta have the banging beat, and y'all gonna see that in a minute. Like gotta have the beat on slap, you know what I mean? Like the words is cool and everything, but that beat, that's what get people to like the song really.
All right. Now, because you're from an area that hasn't just had that major breakthrough, like chart-topping breakthrough, what do you think will make Dee Lew the one?
Man, that's a good question. Like I said, I think I got a good way of being able to spit on beats that make people dance. You know, it's kind of like a lot of times either or, and I feel like but when you put it together, that's how you make a hit. That's when you go platinum. You feel me? You gotta have some people could dance to and some they could relate to in the words. So I think like that's what I could bring to the game. Like just more of that. You know, it's not really about recreating the wheel. It's just about, you know, finding your lane in the game, how it's already set up, and just like never giving up. I think that's one thing I definitely learned from like Nipsey Hussle is like, you know, you can start from nothing. You just keep going, and eventually you'll get to where you need to be.
Definitely, no doubt. How do you feel about the state of hip-hop today? Because we definitely live in an era now where back in the day, if you wasn't from the East Coast or the West Coast, your chance of making it was hard. But we definitely now live in an era, it doesn't even matter where you're from as long as you can garner a fan base and have your own sound. So how do you feel about the state of hip-hop for independent artists in 2020?
Man, 2020 with everything that's going on, I think it's honestly a great opportunity for artists. You know what I mean? Like with it, like all we have is the internet right now, so it's kind of like made everything equal. You know, it's not really about like who has like, you know, because before you had to like travel, go all over the country. Like I've done shows in California, Oregon, and Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like right now, I'm coming live from Atlanta. You know what I mean? So like just like harnessing the power of the internet is huge right now because we can't perform live like we used to. You know, that's kind of like, you know, I have more fun performing live. Honestly, made more money performing live, but like right now, 2020, it's all about streaming. Like that's all we got: streaming, online radio, FM radio. Like it's kind of just getting back to the roots of it all, and just like really getting people to listen to your music.
All right, now I noticed when I was checking out some of your social media, you're a college grad. What school did you actually graduate from?
Portland State University. Shout out to the Bruds, you feel me?
What was your major?
Communication.
All right, and being an educated black man, let the world know how important that education is, and how have you been able to actually utilize your education in your pursuit of the music career?
man, education is everything as a black man because that's how they tell us the lies that they write. You know what I'm saying? They tell our kids. You know, by the time you're an adult, they tell you everything you need to know, everything they want you to know through education, like the way they write the books, you know, who's writing the books, all that stuff. They control the narrative, and they do it through our kids in the education system, even college. So, you know, like, I use that education, you know, to fight back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I do a lot of political organizing, and just, like, when music, it kind of all comes together because, like, that's my platform. That's how I could reach people. You know, people hear about me, you know, as an artist, but then they find out I'm educated, and, like, we can have other conversations from there. And then music helps me learn how to organize communities of people, just like, you know, starting a rap group is just like starting an initiative, you know what I'm saying? Like, we heavy into politics, too, trying to institutionalize blackness in the schools, you know, like, we need rules and laws to protect us, you know what I'm saying? And there's not that many on the books right now. So it's like, I feel like it's my duty as an educated person to do everything I can to tear down these structures.
All right. Now, I also checked out and noticed that you're a family man. How important is that family background for you when it comes to the support of what you're doing musically?
Man, it's everything, you know what I mean? Like, my kids didn't like what I was doing. I don't know if I'd be doing it, but they see me perform before, you know, they see me recording music, and just more than anything with the family and music, it's starting a family business, you know, something I could pass down to my kids, you know, but especially with royalties, you know, your family gets those even if something, you know, tragic happens to you and you're not here no more. So just it's provided me an opportunity to leave a legacy, like a tangible legacy for my kids. You know, they don't have to pursue music, but like, if they don't want to work 9 to 5, I'm showing them that they can own businesses too if they want to do that. It's not something that would be new to them. They have the choice to do it or not.
All right. Now, having kids, especially I notice you have a daughter. What if your kids wanted to pursue hip hop? What would be your feeling on that?
I kind of had this conversation before. Low key, I would definitely try to get my kids to be more on the producer side. I feel like as far as, like, you know, their financial futures, I feel like the producers, especially in 2020, the producers are kind of running hip hop. You know, like being an artist, the rappers, it's like a glory road. It's not always pretty, but I support anything my kids do. Like my oldest daughter, she's 12. She actually really wants to be a DJ. She likes putting together music playlists and stuff like that. So, like, I encourage it, you know, try to make sure they keep the lyrics as clean as possible to what they're listening to. But, you know, they raised by hip-hop just like we were, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure my kids know certain artists like E40, being on the West Coast, you got to listen to that. Last night I was showing them a little bit of Gucci Mane song. Just like, I feel like rap music is black history in America. So, like, you got to be tapped in with that.
Actually, you know what, and I agree. Rap music is definitely a major part of black history because there's been so many millionaires and we now have a lot of old school artists getting into politics. So definitely hip hop has opened the way and carved the lane in black history.
Exactly.
All right, now I have to ask, how have you survived during the pandemic, during the quarantine, COVID-19? How have you gotten by?
Man, fortunately, my day job, I'm able to work from home, but that kind of working from home, it's not as amazing as it sounds sometimes. So just staying out the way, just staying home as much as I can. I feel like I'm kind of blessed to not have to be like out and about every single day for work and kind of just like stay out the way. You really got to take care of your body now that we have the chance. You know, you can sleep the way you want to sleep. You know, eat what you want to eat because you can't go to the grocery store like all the time. So you got to be wise with the groceries that you buy and just spend as much family time as we can because we don't know how long it's going to be like this. So I mean, like everybody's at home with their kids. Like cherish this time because one day it might go back to normal and we're not going to have this time with our kids. That's kind of like my favorite part about it. But, man, it's been straining mentally been going through this COVID-19 stuff. So just like man, just gotta do stuff that makes you happy. Getting back into music, definitely. That was kind of hard for me, not being able to perform live. It took me a little while to start realizing that to just start tapping in with the radio station is the best way to get my name and my music to a lot of people at one time.
All right. How do you in 2 months we'll be hopefully electing a brand new president. How do you feel about politics and the importance for us to vote?
Yeah, I think it's very important to vote. Got to get involved, especially the presidential election. It is what it is to me. I feel like coming from Seattle, I live in a real progressive state in Washington, and I don't know if you saw the stuff that was going on in downtown Seattle. Trump was trying to shut us down, but the governor was like, let those people do what they need to do. We'll fix it. I don't know. I feel like the president never really has too much control of what happens in the Seattle area. We was letting everybody marry who they want to marry. We've been having dispensaries and everything. We're going to do what we need to do out here as long as people are involved in their local politics. And the local politics is actually how the president gets elected. As you've seen with the last election, the people who voted for Hillary and Trump still became president because of the Electoral College, and that's from their state representatives.
All right, definitely. All right, so look, let's talk a little more about your music. You currently have a project on all streaming sites. What's the project?
Mack Music 2.
All right, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, Mack Music 2. It's definitely West Coast theme. Mack, it stands for Master at the Art of Communication. That was a line I got from Mac Dre. Like I said, my degree is in communication, so it just made a lot of sense to kind of carry that acronym. The original Mack Music was actually a mixtape on Dat Piff. I dropped that about 2012, I want to say. And so ever since then, I kind of just been I dropped one more mixtape all day, every day, and that's when I decided to start working on my album. I think it's about 3 years in the making. Like I said, I came up on hip hop. If you listen to my early music, it's a lot of jazzy beats, boom bap. But with Mack Music too, I wanted to change that, and I wanted to blow people's speakers out, but still spit the way I spit. And think that challenged me to get a little bit better at songwriting too. You know what I mean? Hip hop records, you kind of got the one vibe, but when you start going for trying to make that sound, with the 808s and the heavy bass, you can make a little bit catchier tunes. You don't gotta be, you got a little bit more freedom on what you say on your hooks. I feel like, and so yeah, man. So I'm just trying to combine being an MC with the trap music that you guys been birthed down there in Atlanta. I love those beats. I love beats, but I feel like I got something to say too.
All right, why did you choose that name, Mack Music?
Mack Music, like I said, grew up on a lot of Mac Dre, rest in peace, you feel me? So, like I said, he had a song, he was like, I'm a Mac, the master at the art of communication. And I don't know, it just kind of stuck with me when I started picking out my name. Like I said, I had the original Mack Music was a mixtape that I dropped in 2012, so I wanted to follow up with that. Originally, Mack Music 2 was going to be a mixtape. I know it's kind of strange, I dropped my first album as a sequel, but I just felt like it was time to do the album, you know what I mean? And that's one thing COVID affected. I went on tour, I was touring Seattle, Portland area, and the Bay Area, California, putting the album out there, and then all the clubs shut down, and so I don't necessarily feel like I got the summer I deserved on the album, but it's all good. We're gonna find a way to push it, and we're just gonna drop another one, but still get the most as we can out of Mack Music too.
All right.
And that's kind of like I said, what you think?
No, go ahead.
I'm not saying especially in music, I feel like Mack is a good lane for me. I'm not too much a gangster rapper. I'm not a pimp or nothing, but I'm a Mack. I'm a slick talker. I craft my words together a certain way, and it's music. And so yeah, hopefully I can make a couple more Mack music. It's another thing I got from Atlanta. That y'all artists be dropping tape after tape after tape. The Duflocka Rant series and stuff like that. Really inspired by the Dirty South too. with the way y'all have the series Walktober.
No doubt. How has social media and the World Wide Web affected how you market your music to the masses?
Like lately, or like just like in general?
In general.
Before, I didn't rely on it too much. Like, I was able to get out and, like, meet people and, like, deliver my music to people. Like, I sell mixtapes out of the trunk of my car, you know what I'm saying? Can't really do that anymore. So, it's like, social media pretty much became, like, everything, you know? Like, I'm always on Twitter now, like, checking, getting stuff out there, promoting, like, and, yeah, so, like, it's the only way to reach a lot of people without getting in the way. I kind of take coronavirus serious, I guess you would say, like. I'm cool finding other ways to get my message out there. So, I mean, especially with the internet, like, it takes away all the borders. Like, I could wake up in Seattle, I could do an interview in Atlanta, you know, I could do an interview in Florida later on if I want, and come back home and do it in Seattle again, and I never have to leave the house. It's kind of crazy. It's like a new wave right now.
All right. Let's talk, speaking of wave, let's talk about this joint we're about to play entitled Waves.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Waves. I had just got back home from college, so I had to move in with my parents for a little bit, and so I didn't necessarily have my studio set up the way I did, but you know, we was recording in my parents' house, kind of like we used to back in the day, and you know, just going through beats, trying to pick out beats. We always buying beats and downloading beats, and Prince Nito, my little homie that's on the track feature with me, like he's like, man, we gotta find Travis Scott type beat, like a Travis Scott type beat. He kept
90
I was
seconds.
Like, I didn't listen to too much Travis Scott at the time, but I like his music. So I was like, I trusted my little homie. I was like, man, you got the vision right now. So let's find the beat. We found Waves, and like right away it just hit out the speakers, and I was like, that's the one. Like, you know when you hear a beat before you write to it, it's like, yeah. That's it. I don't know what I'm gonna say on it yet, but that was the beat. That was the right beat. And then we started writing to it. You know, kind of like, you know, everybody wants to talk about
60 seconds.
You know, we wrote that song like 2016, 2017. So we was a little bit of, I feel like we was low key like ahead of the curve as far as everybody talking about. You know, that's the wave. You know, of course, Mack, the originator of the wave movement. But like, yeah, just you know, just kind of spitting off of how we felt at the time, you know, especially like the part about, I said something about the MJ fadeaway, like that's just how I feel personally. Like, I know the whole world hasn't heard about me as an MC yet, but I feel like I'm the Jordan of the game, or at least I'm trying to be, you know, work my way to that point, and just keep going, man. You know, something cool to smoke some tree too, and like, you know, it got outbeat, but it got a little mellow part to it too, so you could turn up to it, you could ride to it, all that, you know.
All right, well,
10 seconds.
Do me a favor. Let the world know how to find you on social media, where to find that project at, and introduce the record.
All right, for sure, yeah. So it's Dee Lew. Y'all can check me out on Instagram at Sir80. Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter at Deelew80, DEELEW80. Facebook, Deelew80. And of course, you can find my music everywhere you listen: Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Tidal, all that. And yeah, Waves featuring Prince Nito, coming live from Riding Dirty Radio.
Appreciate it,
Atlanta.
Appreciate it, my G.
Yes, sir.
Out here making waves. Now we call it storm. Yeah, we get